Hello guys, welcome to our video tutorial. My student Angel.
Hi.
And I will going to have lesson number 97 for today. But before that, you have to say first our keywords. So what are our keywords?
Reading is fun.
Okay, reading is fun. Since reading is fun, let's get started with lesson number 97. So word reading. So I have few words and you're going to read it the fast way. Okay, you have to start on this word.
Mouse.
Read it the fast way.
Mouse. Out. House. Proud. Pound. Grass. Shine. Room. Dust.
Again.
Mouse. Out. House. Proud. Pound. Grass. Shine. Room. Dust.
Okay, now for task number 2, so you have to read these words fast again, okay?
Mouse. Out. House. Proud. Pound. Grass. Shine. Room. Dust.
Okay, for task number 3, we have here a story. We have here a story, and the title of the story is The Bed Bugs. Okay, what is the title of the story?
The bed bugs.
Okay, a mouse had a house that shined.
A mouse had a house that shined.
Every day, that mouse got a rag and went from room to room.
Every day that mouse got a rag and went from room to room.
The mouse picked up every bit of dust.
The mouse picked up every bit of dust.
The mouse was very proud.
The mouse was very proud.
This is how I like my house.
This is how I like my house.
But on a cold day, that mouse found something bad.
But on a cold day, that mouse found something bad.
The mouse was going to dust in the bedroom.
The mouse was going to dust in the bedroom.
The mouse looked at the bed and said, I see bugs in that bed.
The mouse looked at the bed and said, I see bugs in that bed.
There were 10 red bugs in the bed.
There were 10 red bugs in the bed.
Get out of that bed, the mouse yelled.
Get out of that bed, the mouse yelled.
No, a bug said.
No, a bug said.
We must stay in a bed.
We must stay in a bed.
We are bed bugs.
We are bed bugs.
My house shines, the mouse said.
My house shines, the mouse said.
I cannot have bugs in here.
I cannot have bugs in here.
A bug came near the mouse.
A bug came near the mouse.
That bug said, if we are bed bugs, we must live in beds.
That bug said, if we are bed bugs, we must live in beds.
We are not grass bugs, so we cannot live in the grass.
We are not grass bugs, so we cannot live in the grass.
We are not barn bugs, so we cannot live in a barn.
We are not barn bugs, so we cannot live in a barn.
Stop.
Stop.
Okay, for our next task, we have second reading. So we're going to read the story again, but this time with questions. Now, the title of the story is The Bed Bugs. Again, what is the title of the story?
The bed bugs.
Okay, a mouse had a house that shined. Every day, that mouse got a rag and went from room to room. Now, my first question, what do you think that mouse will do with the rag?
That mouse got a rag and went from room to room.
Okay, so he will use the rag to make his house shine. Okay, now let's continue. The mouse picked up every bit of dust. The mouse was very proud. This is how I like my house. Now, does that mouse like a messy house?
No.
No. Okay, very good. Now, let's continue. But on a cold day, that mouse found something bad. The mouse was going to dust in the bedroom. The mouse looked at the bed and said, I see bugs in that bed. Now for my third question, what was in the bed?
A bug.
Okay, a bug. Now how do you think that made the mouse feel? The mouse got angry. Of course, very good. Now let's continue. There were 10 red bugs in the bed. Get out of that bed, the mouse yelled. No, a bug said, we must stay in a bed, we are bed bugs. Now for my fourth question, why did they say they had to stay in the bed? Because they were
bed bugs.
Okay, now let's continue. My house shines, the mouse said. I cannot have bugs in here. A bug came near the mouse. That bug said, if we are bed bugs, we must live in beds. We are not grass bugs, so we cannot live in the grass. We are not barn bugs, so we cannot live in a barn. So my fifth question, why can't they live in a grass? Because they are not?
We are not grass.
They are not grass bugs, so they cannot live in the
grass.
Okay. Why they can't live in a barn? Because they are not
bugs, so
barn
Barn.
But
Barn.
they are not barn bugs, so they cannot live in a
Barn.
Okay, I think that mouse has a real problem. Now, for our next task, we have here a picture. Now, I want you to look at the picture. Now, count those bugs on the bed. How many bugs do the bed have? How many? There were 10 bugs. Now, do they look as if they were ready to leave the bed? No. Okay, now, does that mouse look very happy?
No.
No, because the mouse hates
Bugs.
Okay, now, what do you think the bed bugs are saying? The bed bugs are saying that they were not going to leave the bed because they are
Bed bugs.
okay. Now, for our last task, we have here writing letters. So we have to write the letter B. Again, what is the letter? What is the sound of letter B? Okay, good. Now, for the second letter, we have letter Q. Again, what is the letter?
Q.
What is the sound of letter Q? Okay. The first letter will be letter B and the second letter is Q. Okay, so I think that's the end of our lesson for today. Did you learn something?
Yeah.
Okay, I hope so. Well, if that's the end, then see you on another lesson. Bye-bye.